Colin Wilson's thesis of human existence, which was a mixture of mainstream psychologists like Abraham Maslow, who I think he actually met and maybe even worked with slightly or lectured with in the 60s, perhaps. It was a mixture of psychology and esoteric work like Gurdjieff and Ouspensky and theosophy and all sorts of things. And he did what I've done, which is take the things that you like from a system of thought and apply those and disregard, eschew the things that you don't agree with, you don't need or don't find practicable in your own life. And I've given myself a license to do this since I was a teenager. And I also give myself the license to do this with Colin Wilson, because no doubt in order to the necessity of making money and earning a living, he wrote lots of books on ghosts and supernatural phenomena and psychic phenomena and those sort of things. And he did seem, I think he genuinely believed in some elements of that, which I don't. I have no belief in anything spiritual or supernatural or metaphysical whatsoever, as I've stated many times on the podcast and in the book. But so those elements of Colin Wilson's work I pretty much disregard, but thankfully 80% at least of his work is, I suppose, could be summed up as really a form of existential psychology. That's what an existential psychology is, a field that exists among psychologists. In fact, that's something I'll have to do an episode on at some point in the future. But yes, I think existentialism and psychology, that's the core basis of Colin Wilson's work. And his essential statement about the way we live was that in our natural state, we exist with a symbiotic harmony, an easy symbiotic harmony between our conscious and subconscious minds, and we function well, and we function in the way that a person who was doing what Gurdjieff called the work would function, in that the physical and the cognitive and the emotional sides of your nature are all working in harmony and not fighting against each other. And we're able to concentrate on things, and we're able to achieve things relatively easily. And Colin Wilson thought that was the natural state of human consciousness, but that for the vast majority of the time, the vast majority of people are not living in that natural state. We're living in this unnatural state of anxiety and depression and worry, and being what Gurdjieff and Ouspensky would call inefficient. But we are working inefficiently in terms of our cognition, our emotions, and our physicality. And if you look at the world today in the 21st century, the epidemic of obesity, of anxiety, of depression, of loneliness, you can see that a lot of human beings in the West are not functioning properly. And I can attest to that, because it's only recently that I've begun to function with any degree of